What is up, everybody? To Reverse TV here today. So Todd Howard has given us an update on when Fallout 5 is going to be ready to possibly come out. The timeline on when these games are coming out. So first they are working on Starfield, which is releasing early 2023. Then they're going to work on Elder Scrolls 6, which is in pre-production right now. And then after that, they're going to work on Fallout 5. So a lot of Fallout fans are very disappointed with this news already because this is going to be a long process because they make their games so massive. So this is going to be a long time till we see Fallout 5. 2030, 2035 possibly at this point. So I kind of wish I love Bethesda's RPG games. I kind of wish they didn't make them that large and expansive, like Starfield having 1,000 planets. I think most people probably wouldn't be happy like 200 planets. You know, gotta be 1,000 planets. Like, jeez, gotta want more games to be made, especially like another Elder Scrolls, another Fallout. But they make these games so massive, it's just insane. So, I mean, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest. It's like. Gotta wait that long for another Fallout game? That's kind of insane. At least a spinoff in the meanwhile or something like that. At least a spinoff game like a New Vegas 2 while we're waiting that long. But this is a long time to wait. Like, jeez. This guy says, can't wait for Fallout in 2035. That's optimistic. Fallout 4 came out almost 10 years ago, bruh. Ain't no one cared about 76 either. Like, I'm pretty sure people, like, 76 has an audience. People love that, like, it has an audience for that game. So people are playing it and loving it. But I want Fallout 5. I would take Fallout 5 over Fallout 76 any day of the week. It was like, jeez. 10 years, almost 10 years since Fallout 4 came out. And it's like, we just gotta wait almost like another 10 years. At least, like, yeah, almost like another 10 years until the next one comes out. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. Like I love Bethesda, but this is kind of wild news to be to kind of throw out there. Like, you gotta wait that long for another game? Like, jeez. No New Vegas 2. Yay, another 6 to 8 years. Every 15 years, there's gonna be a Fallout game. That's just way too much. Every like 15 or 10 years for another Fallout game. That's just like, wow. Like 5 years to make each game. Woo. Me, when Fallout 5 finally releases, I've been 84 years old. Wow, with that lineup of amazing IP, it's hard to see why they partnered up with Xbox brand. 2040 is going to be a good year. This is way too long. If we're being honest, this is kind of long for the transition to the next game. That time period, that gap in between games, this is way too long. Like, they don't gotta make these games that massive. Like, it don't gotta be, like I said before, it don't gotta be 1,000 planets. It could be 200. Like, they could have just used Fallout 4 scale, for example. Like, I don't know why it gotta be that long. It's just ridiculous. And most people just want like we want pretty much the same stuff with just like a brand new story element, and maybe just a few mechanics changed, but it don't gotta be that massive. Like, they want the games to be like that, so that kind of sucks. Be nice if Howard stepped down and let someone else run the company. Maybe their games will take the better part of a decade to make it. They will finally use a new engine, so games with almost 10 years devs time don't launch full of bugs and glitches. I don't think this guy's ever stepping down, to be honest, bro. Like, I would say, hey, maybe that kind of should happen, like, because nobody wants to wait, like, 10 years for a sequel. Like, that's kind of ridiculous at this point, but, you know, I don't think this guy's ever stepping down at this point. You got to wait, like, 15 years for the sequel to a game that you enjoyed at this rate. Bethesda could fix this mess in a single move, paid to use the Decima engine. Death Stranding and Horizon games are proof just how great that engine is for open world games. It barely has bugs and looks besides plays beautifully. Just put the Bethesda formula on a great engine. That's simple. This is the saddest gaming news I've heard in a long time. Starfield looks so lame in the combat. Fallout 4 looks better when shooting people. At least when you shoot someone, you blow into a limb off instead. Yeah, it is kind of true. Like in the Fallout games, you at least do damage to their limbs or whatever, or their body parts. But in this game, it was kind of like, it was very underwhelming. Like you just shot the enemy, and then it's like no damage was shown. So I'm not feeling that in that Starfield footage they showed already. That's like the only thing I really didn't like about that. Like you saw the damage, like when he used the shotgun and shot the wall in the Starfield footage, you saw the shotgun shells into the wall, but when they shot the actual people, you didn't see any damage whatsoever. So it was like no effects whatsoever. This is so effing funny. I'm literally 19 years old, and then they just announced a game that's for sure not coming out until I'm in my mid-30s. I'm gonna be looking like a ghoul by the time this game releases. This game is 10 plus years away. Let's not start getting hyped for it yet. I'm sure all of us will be having a grand old time playing in our respective nursing homes. Oh man, this is not a good look. I guess this means we'll be playing Fallout 5 in 2094. This game was announced before my freshman year. I have graduated high school and it's in pre-production. Yeah. I'm gonna be in my 30s before either of these games come out. Okay. If you're gonna make Fallout 5, get Obsidian to help you guys out. You're both part of Microsoft, so there shouldn't be a problem. This game cannot repeat the mistakes of Fallout 76. How is Elder Scrolls 6 still in pre-production? Yeah, that is kind of true. Elder Scrolls 6 is still in pre-production, so they barely started working on this game. This is wild. This is a wild statement right here. Elder Scrolls 6 is still in pre-production, so we're not getting Elder Scrolls 6 anytime soon either, to be honest. It's been all this time working on Starfield, which is like, kudos. I mean, I'm pretty sure Starfield's going to be a great game, but this is taking way too long to make these games come out. Like, this is just ridiculous at this point. Excited, but I know we won't see these for many years. I will be a grandfather before Fallout 5 comes out. Yeah, this is kind of depressing to see, to be honest. This is kind of depressing to see. Can't wait to play this on release day with my grandkids. You gotta wait this long for a sequel. Like, that's just wild. But I am gonna conclude it right here. We got the news. Todd Howard delivers what's going on with their studio. And it's kind of like, I don't know, like one person did state it, should Todd Howard go at this point? Should he just leave this head position at as the head of Bethesda unless somebody else take charge? Because these turnaround times for sequels is way too long at this point. It's like, the games don't gotta be that massive. People just want to play new experiences. We don't want to wait until we have grandkids or when we're like in nursing homes to play the sequel at this point. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. So definitely want to see your thoughts down below. You think he's doing just fine as it is? Like, this timeline is fine for games. This layout they gave was just fine, or you think they need the faster turnover rate for these sequels? Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.